Hello everyone, my name is Fenn and this is Starsector, 9.5a. So I'm just trying to show off how the AI doesn't necessarily work with some builds the best. So this SUNDER has 3 phase lances on it and 3 broadswords, well, 1 broadsword hanger bay. Now, in the hands of a player, this is absolutely terrifying. This is not something you ever want to end up having to fight. However, in terms of the AI, it doesn't really know what to do. You kind of have to, not babysit it, but it's going to be incredibly passive in dealing with this. Like, it should be going on right now, doing that, and then backing off so it can then drop its shields. Right now it's very vulnerable to those Reapers. And so, okay, never mind. First time I ran this, it was incredibly passive. At this point, it's really just going to be its broadswords are going to chase this down until it dies. So let's complicate things, just so something interesting can actually go on. So that was one of these. So we have 3 points. Let's just throw in 3 points and see what happens. So these 3 are going to be making a beeline for that SUNDER. Typically speaking, if the enemy has multiple ships, if you have fewer ships than the enemy, you're in trouble. However, phase lances are fantastic. Phase lances and being able to spin very quickly are fantastic for taking out multiple enemy smaller ships. Now these broadswords are acting as escorts, or acting as a type of escort with the SUNDER right now. And really, the SUNDER is hyper-focusing on this one, and he's got him. So he's taking a little bit of damage there. With those phase lances there, he can basically just delete people. He should drop his shields and vent. Okay, there he goes. And that's going to help him a bunch. Now, this Mud Skipper is still going to be able to outrun him. And as long as these aren't trying to engage, he will never catch them. It's just some of them make worse decisions than others. So now this one is going to basically just run for the rest of his life. Which is until the broadswords start focusing on him. And, okay, well, he's had a malfunction. That happens every now and again with that ship. And basically with his special, he can just stay away from the Sunderer forever. And there's really nothing the Sunderer can do about it. So we want something faster than even broadswords on the Sunderer. Mainly because, I mean, for 2 reasons. First off, it will make it faster for the Sunderer. It won't make the Sunderer faster, but it will enable more shields or vents. Now those broadswords are fast enough to catch up with that Mud Skipper, and they will eventually kill it. Because, well, it's a civilian ship, it doesn't have good armor, so they will eventually kill it off. However, it's probably going to stay away from the Sunderer. It's going to try and shoot at those broadswords, which is kind of silly. But as you can see, it is very slowly dying, and it can one-shot those broadswords when it hits. And come on, guys, just a few more shots. There we go. It gets a shot off as it dies. Nice. But that is this ship. It's outrageous how powerful just dumping damage into enemies can be with phase lances and antimatter blasters. But it is also important to keep in mind that these are very, very flux hungry, like incredibly flux hungry, and firing them when, like, you kind of have to make it so that they all 3 of them fire independently, because if you don't, there will be times where you just can't fire your guns. So very flux heavy, very flux hungry when they fire, very long cooldown, fantastic to buff and then use. Anyway, my name is Muir. This has been Starsector, and this is one of the powers of the hangar bay. That Mud Skipper would have just ran around forever and never been caught. Until, you know, Seer ran out or something. But we're still at 100% fighters. We lost a couple of we lost a small handful of fighters, and we're good to go. I'll catch you guys next time. My name's been Finmer. This has been Starsector. Bye.